Nestled in the thick of arbutus trees, shying away from the afternoon rays, a village of stone houses sit.
Want to have some stones in there? Have some stones.
With a handful of rocks, 16-month-old Colin helps mother Lindsay make one of the houses a home.
Ooh, I did it.
And just beside him, older sister Lauren does a little landscaping for the village.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
It's a fun way to spend a day in the sun for these two tykes, but for Lindsay, these stone sculptures mean more to her. They're giving her a chance to remember the child she didn't have.
After my pregnancy with Lauren, we started trying for baby number 2. And we quickly got pregnant and we were so excited we started telling people.
But Lindsay says she spoke too soon. 8 weeks into her pregnancy, she noticed some spotting. After a visit to the clinic, she found out she was experiencing a miscarriage.
It was really painful physically and emotionally, and so few people talk about it that I didn't really understand, how to deal with it.
And Lindsay is not alone. Statistics say 15 to 20% of pregnancies miscarry in the first 12 weeks. But Royal Oak Burial Park is creating a space for women like Lindsay who've experienced a miscarriage or a stillbirth. It's called the Little Spirits Garden.
Death is one of the last taboos for polite conversation, but that conversation has improved. But this type of loss is a whole other conversation again, and it's one that's been sort of really sort of unaddressed for decades.
It's so unaddressed that this is the first garden dedicated entirely to miscarriage and stillbirth in all of Canada.
We're glad we're doing it. As sad as the subject is, it's a very satisfying thing to realize that we're going to be meeting a need that's gone unmet for so long.
There's space for 3,000 of these little houses, and families will be able to decorate them and personalize them, make them their own. And the garden is actually situated in a beautiful enclosed area surrounded by trees for a little bit of extra privacy.
There's this nice balance between being open and visible and yet having some privacy here when people are visiting.
The garden will also have a designated area to scatter ashes and stone tablets with traditional bronze plaques for families to commemorate their lost baby. It's still a work in progress. The burial park plans to open the garden next June. And between now and then, they're hoping to raise just under $300,000.
It's a community space. It's here for every family to use, whether they use our services or have experienced their loss 10 years ago in another part of the country.
How about you? There's so many people that are affected by pregnancy and infant loss, yet they have no place to go to grieve.
For Lindsay, she's looking forward to dedicating one of the first spirit houses to her personal story, giving her a place to forever remember and reflect on her loss. In Saanich, I'm Jen Muranetz.